Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is Laura with Stitchin with Laura. How's everybody doing? I hope everybody is having a great Wednesday. Well, this is day one of my extravaganza for the week, and I will be giving out 2 numbers today, so collect your numbers so that on Monday you can give me a full list of all the numbers in order. It's a coffee morning. What can I say? Yeah. Oh my goodness. Well, today we are working on a Joy Sunday. It's called Elegant Seasons 3. We're working right here in this little flower right here. But yeah, I just love this. I don't care if it is 14 count because, you know, I don't stitch on a lot of 14 count, but this just jumped right out at me and said, we need to work on this today. We do, and I use my clips, but now I got it too close, so it's not that big. It is 35 by 33, so, and you don't do the background. So, yeah, I thought it was beautiful. We're just gonna fold it down a little bit. I'm having a hard time getting together today. I'm telling you, today is my Friday, thank goodness. Thank goodness, yeah, because, you know, it is what it is, what it is. It's my so-called Friday, if you will. Let's get a hold of the needle. And I changed the needle out. This is probably a 26 or a 28. Because, I don't know, some of them are just too fat for this. And, yeah. So that's what we're using, and the color is, it's a real pretty red-ish. It's like a red-orange. It is 666. Yep. It looks darker here. I just can't get over how little of thread there is in some of these 14 count kits after I've done 11 count for so long. It's just difficult. But there's not too much stitching here. Evidently words are hard today. Man, I hope today goes a lot better. Yesterday, I mean, it wasn't bad. I mean, it was pretty calm and cool and collected. And we don't have an order this week, thank goodness. Now, that's going to change here in, a couple, 2 or 3 weeks from now. Because, you know, we'll have more people coming in. And it'll be a whole lot busier a month from today. So, yeah. So then we'll start getting the order in every week. And it'll be like a freaking zoo. Because that's just the way summer is. Yeah. So, I just thought I'd work on this today. I have several that are big. But this one, you know, it's about actually a pillow size, if you will. Because it's square, you know, and there's not much going on. There is a little bit of back stitching in this. There is some 3/4 stitch, but that's like usually around the edges of things. Let's bring you down in. So, and we'll try to keep you in frame today, you know. Not making no promises, but hey. Yeah. Molly's over there digging herself a hole with her blanket. She's kind of driving me nuts. But she's not barking, so we'll just keep moving. Right? Isn't that the way that goes? Now, I have this lovely stretchy stuff. And I decided that I needed a bigger piece. So, what I do, I'm just bound and determined that I'm going to learn how to do this because I looked everywhere for my old reliable thimble. And, you know, I just cannot find it. But I found if I wrap several layers right there, the needle does not go through. So we're just going to learn how to use that stuff. And I've ordered more, so it's going to be right up there with my clips. I'm going to have a whole baggie of these things when I'm done. And they're not too expensive. This stuff is maybe between $1.99 and $3 somewhere. You know, so it's not too terribly bad. It could be worse. Could be worse. But you get, you know, quite a big thing. I mean, that's going to last you a while. And it comes in, almost said 3 flavors. See, we're doing well. 3 different colorways. One has smiley faces on it, and one has the panda bears, and I think the other one has hearts. So, yeah. Those are the only 3 that I've found. I mean, I haven't really gone looking real hard. So, we'll see if there's any other kind. So, yep, I'm using my new scissors. Kind of like those. They're kind of heavy. They stay on my desk really well. They don't slide around. Of course, they'll slide around. They're on my this. I think it's shelf liner that I got because all my things that I do handwork on, like this, it was just sliding all over the freaking desk. So I put this on here and it kind of keeps it in place. So I like it. And it comes in a big old thing, you know, maybe about that big around. And you got plenty. You could probably do your entire kitchen with shelf liner for how much there is on there. I have no idea how many yards or how many feet or any of it. But it's real nice. And it doesn't disintegrate. I mean, I've done all kinds of stuff on this table. So it doesn't wear down easily. I mean, it's very durable. So I got it at the dollar store. I think it was maybe $3 or $5, something like that. It was just the cheap brand. It's not made by Rubbermaid, or I don't think. Beats me. I can't even remember. It's been, God, I probably had this same piece for a year. And you can take it out and just rinse it off if it gets dusty or whatever, and put it right back on. Works just fine. So we won't need to go get any more of it in a while. But I just keep it right here where I'm working, and works pretty darn good. And I think it comes in colors. Don't quote me on that. I got this color and that's all we had. And what I went through and did. Do you remember when we used to put contact paper on our shelves? Oh, was that not a nightmare to take off? Ugh. And it was gross. Ugh. Ugh. Yeah, I'm so glad we've evolved. Just glad we evolved. Now I'm just taking a half of a thread of, a half a length of thread, and using that, and I break it down into 3 two-stranded sections because it's plenty long enough to stitch with. And this has little spots in it, you know. So it only, I think, came with 1 strand for this color. So you know that there's not much going on. So I'm just not used to having this little of thread. It's just kind of weird for me. And I know there's going to be some, what do you call it? I don't know where I was going with that. There's going to be some back stitching in this, but not too much. I don't know if you can even see it. There's some like in the leaves, they're around those, a little bit around the branches. So, and this little Chinese character thing is all back stitch. So there's, there's not much. You know, it's just kind of here nor there, which is nice. It's good. This isn't complicated. Just stitch right now. I tend to do all my back stitching last, if I have any, because I put it off to last. It's kind of like doing a background. Yeah. We are going to do that last. And it's, you can't do it in the, I don't know, I can't like just finish this flower and do all the back stitching, then do the leaves and finish all the back. No, it never works for me. I have to see the whole picture, and then I can kind of wing it. But I mean, I don't have to follow a pattern to do the back stitching. Okay, it goes around that flower. Okay, I don't have to go stitch for stitch on that. I just make it look good. I don't know if there's any 310 in this. Yeah, there's a bit. There are, where is it, 43 colors? Nope, 45 colors, because 2 of them are in back stitching. So you got all these right here that are going to be back stitched. These are down here are 3/4 stitch. So yeah, I just stitch. And if it looks weird, you know, or something, then I just try to wing it and make it good, look good. So these are tiny, tiny holes. You know, when I do 14 count on this, it doesn't look a thing like my 14 count on, say, counted cross stitch. It just seems way bigger. But my favorite on counted is either 16 count or 28 count even weave or Lugana. I think they're all kind of the same there, but I do like stitching on even weave, and sometimes I'll go a whole week and stitch on, you know, something on even weave, and then it's like I gotta see something else, I gotta do something else, you know. I get tired of looking for the little holes, so that's when I go to my pre-stamped. But we'll try to add in a color here. I was looking actually for a counted piece this morning, and not anything in particular, just something to do counted, but I'll be danged if I could find anything. It was like, okay, we're done. Yeah, we'll just work on this. This is cool. You know, half this crap I don't even remember I have. And it's like, oh, that's nice. I'm glad I picked that out, you know. That's the way stuff happens here in my house. There's little or no consistency. But this will be pretty when it's done. And there wasn't so much. If I had to do a full coverage 14 count, I'd be crazy. I can't. I haven't used it that much, and I don't know, it's so small compared to 11 count. And sometimes the pattern, this one isn't crazy, you know, because it goes in rivers. But that, what do you call it? Confetti on 14 count just drives my eyes buggy. So it drives me buggy on 11 count, but, you know, it's at least a little bit easier to see. And I want to start getting out some of the the smaller things, the smaller kits. And, you know, since we're getting into summer, because they're easier to work on and they're not so hot. Now, I do appreciate working on, like, big, huge ones, like my koi, when the air conditioning's on and blowing on my legs, and now I'm freezing to death, so I'm really happy to have one of those great big ones on my lap. Just won't take them out in the field anywhere to work. You know, if I go to do an outside video, that won't be happening. I don't even think I want to take it out on the porch. So, we'll see. Let's see where I'm at. So these little ones are just the right size. But I'll be happy in a way for it to get busier at work, because that's sitting around stuff, you know, because there's not that much to do. You know, we do take a day and do some cleaning projects when it's kind of slow. But like Monday, yeah, we wiped down this and wiped down that and cleaned this, and the boss washed the part of the top wall thing. We have like a little edge that goes along the edge of the windows. So she was working on that, and we tend to tear things apart on Monday when there's two of us to run the register and that kind of thing. And every once in a while I'll get bored and clean off shelves, you know, because people aren't consistently coming in and out. But that won't happen in the summer, because they start crawling all over that place by 6:30 in the morning. They're ready to, you know, get on the road and drive someplace and go do things. You know, they're on vacation. They want to get the most out of their vacation. I get it. But yeah, that usually doesn't end, and even after I leave. And we usually have 2 people a day working, say, well, like, I'll come in at 2, but somebody's already come in at like either 10 or 11 o'clock, and then they'll work till like 5 or 6. So, yeah. Well, we got that part done. Yeah, it didn't take too much. I've got another whole piece of thread. I don't know that I'm gonna move on to some other place on this, or just, you know, get another color out. Haven't decided yet. I'll make that decision here in a few seconds. I just don't want to get the thread all lost or separated. I can usually figure out what color it is, because this has multicolors in it. But some of those, it's like, oh my gosh, now what color was that? Or I'll spend all that time trying to get out a thread. By the time I get it out and get it separated, yeah. What color was that? See? Here we are. Yeah. Sometimes it's just difficult. I'll forget what the number was and what the symbol was I was even looking for. Yeah, it's sad. It's sad. So the longer it takes me to get thread, the worse off we get. Let's go with that dark purple. Is that black? No, that's not black. That's number 32. But aren't they pretty? Look at those colors. Just beautiful. And, you know, when you look at this, you just... I don't know. It's the shading and everything. Look at that butterfly. And it's going to have back stitching in it. Yeah. Did you see that? Now, what color was it? See what I mean? I got lost. Number 32 is where I was going. So that's a pretty green. We're just going to whack us off a piece and go from there. Come on. Because they're double folded, these are short ones in comparison to my others are all long. And sometimes I'll go through and unfold them, but others not so much. It's like, oh my gosh, I lost my needle already. No, I haven't. Sorry, if I'd been more prepared, I could have, threaded about 5 needles. And this is exactly the true fact of why I do not park threads, because I can't remember what color number that was, and we would be so lost. I don't know how people do it. I really, really, really don't. I don't get it, but, if it works for you, hey, go for it, because my brain don't function that way. You're lucky I can remember what the number is by the time I get the thread off. No, we're not going there. So that's why I never park threads. Oh, I might, like, for the sake of videoing, let's say I'm working over here, and I was working on that red part. I might just leave that and then start over here so that y'all could see what I was doing. But that's as far as my parking method goes, because one thread at a time is totally enough. Do y'all have that problem? Is there another method that perhaps that I'm not getting, or if that's not how you do it? I mean, I can't even leave it on, let's say I left that here. Well, am I doing that stitch, or am I doing the purple, I don't get it. I can't. And then counted? Oh, forget that crap. That ain't even happening, because it's just out there in midair. Just totally in midair. Yeah, no. So, this is my method. I get out a strand, usually. Now, on 11 count, I'll get out an entire strand, separate it into 3 strands per strand, if you will, and work through that entire thread, and then go on to another thread, or thread color, I should say. Because, yeah, it's not happening. I do like that tape, though. It's taking me a hot moment to learn how to stitch with it on my finger, but the needle's not going through this material, so that's pretty good. So it's saving my finger, and I would say it's good for 3 or 4 different times. It finally gets to the point, that's why I got a bigger piece, that it won't stay clinging. But when I have a bigger piece, I can just cut off the part that's not clinging anymore. So, it works just fine. I've never seen it before until I got it the other day. I mean, I'd never seen it at a store. I don't know if I just didn't look at it and go, what is that? I guess I thought it was washi tape, and it was like, well, why do I need washi tape for stitching, And then I actually read the description, and here we are. I was going to get some of those, I think 3M makes them. Don't quote me on that. They have these little sticker things that fit on your finger. Oh, that is not going to work. No. No. It'd have to be a lot bigger, and I can't seem to wear any other type of thimble, so we're just forcing ourselves to learn how to use this. Because I can't figure out where that stupid, what do you call it? Thimble is. It's got to be here somewhere. I mean, seriously, it hasn't even left this room at all. So it's here. It's probably under the couch. with everything else that's rolled off down there. Oh, did you see Queen of the May for Hands Across the Sea? Yeah, you know, I was like, oh yeah, that's so pretty, and it's all different colors, and I was all gung-ho, and then I got to looking at that puppy. There is Bargello stitches, there are Algerian eyes, I'm like, okay, never mind. Yeah, we'll just take a picture and hang it up, because that is not something we're gonna stitch. You get off cross stitch or back stitch or French knots, and we are done. I'm just like, nope. Nope. I always thought that Bargello was really pretty. Because, well, back in the day, you know, I'm one of these old women. Back in the day, yeah. Back in the day, remember how that was all the rage. And it was done on, it was needlepoint. And they made all different kinds of purses and, we'll just call it crafts, with that Bargello, and you had to learn, and there was a book, and oh yeah, it was great. Because you could do it in several different patterns. I just thought it was beautiful, but yeah, here we are. Fast forward 50 some years ago. I mean, later. I still don't want to do it. I mean, I don't mind watching somebody do it. I find it fascinating, but no. No, it's not something I really want to learn at all. So, yeah. Oh, come on. What is the deal? Do I have the needle backwards or something? No, I just can't get it in there. So, yeah. But it's got like 4 or 5 different stitches. We'll just call it that. And I don't even think it would be something I could fake. You know? Make it look semi like that. No, it's not happening. But it is beautiful. It has lots of colors, you know. I'm the sparkly squirrel. Gotta have my colors. Got to have my colors, like that bird in The Secret of Nim. Sparklies! Yeah, that's me. Oh my goodness. It's too bad. It's just sad. So that won't be another one, but there's 2 or 3 that I would like to stitch of that, but I don't want to so-called get quite involved. What is the deal here? I guess there's 2 stitches, one right next to each other, and looked like one big huge stitch. I was about to panic. Oh my gosh, don't do that. No, it wasn't. Wasn't even close. Oh, come on. I had the worst time trying to find the holes. Oh, come on. Be nice. Play nice. And of course I picked the dark purple to stitch on. It's a little trying, shall we say. But I'm glad I didn't leave it till last. Could be worse. Could be worse. Oh, the first number is 84. 84. I almost forgot to do that today. There's just something wrong with that right there. I don't know what it is, but we're just going to go back and fix it. I think I stitched too far. It'll be fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Everything is wonderful. We're just going to get out of there because it's too far to go. Oh my goodness. So, no plans to go out with my daughter this week. I think we're just taking a couple weeks off and letting the weather, about time we decide to go out there. The wind is blowing 100 miles an hour. It's cold. Or we don't feel like it. Or, like I said, come on, summer. We're just going to skip spring, evidently, and go right on. But I'm so happy you don't have to do the background in this, because that'd just ruin my whole wig. But it will look pretty just on the white. We'll see. Hopefully this week we'll have a live. Yay! We'll see. I was recovering from my migraine last week on Saturday, and it was all I could do to just put out a regular video. So it is what it is. And the second number is 46. 46. Get that out of there. Well, we got part of that red. There's like 1, 2, 3, 4 different more, what do you call it? Symbols right within that flower. So, yeah, it's getting there. Alright, guys. I think that's going to be it for today. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell. That way you'll know when my next video comes out. Stay safe, stay healthy. We will see you next time. God bless. Bye-bye. Keep stitching.